Here, some people might be saying Marie. Please call me Deborah. I've asked, because other people, this is Deborah Marie Rodriguez. 08-2093 is the birthday, very important. I'm just one person. A lot of people call me looking like I'm two people. They call me looking like I'm two people, and it's no. So I'm on live for you guys. I want to talk about something today. I want to talk about love relationship, or love and relationships. Let me see. I'm gonna talk about love. I'm gonna talk about me getting into a new relationship. I'm gonna talk about me getting into a new relationship, or something like that. So let's start a poll. Did I say good morning? Yeah, good afternoon, good morning. Look at me, I'm looking a bit tired. So I wanted to talk to you guys. I'm not going to stay long. I'm probably going to do like 15 minutes. So first off, I want to start off. This live is a little bit relaxed from. This is Deborah, same person. It's not two people. It's not Marie and Deborah. It's not Deborah and Marie. The full name is Deborah Marie Rodriguez. 08-2093. If I'm yawning, I'm still the same person. I had no sleep. So I drink coffee all day and I have no sleep. They got me looking like it's two. It's not. It's not. So I'm going to talk to you guys about what's been going on in my testimony about me being a child sex slave and a prostitute. I'm going to talk to you guys about this for the people that are asking to date me. Very important. A lot of people are asking, they're walking around, they're saying that it's me and then I have some type of mother walking around. No. The woman in my life that was around me as a child, they killed. They killed her in human trafficking. They also, I'm not even supposed to be here because they killed me too, believe it or not. So there's a lot of people walking around in the CIA intelligence. They're saying that they done gave my identity, that they've tortured and harassed to someone else, and that someone else is walking around here with just a brand new edit. I call them DNA edits. What they do is people have passed away. They take the identities and they shift them around and try to keep them alive through other people. These are called DNA edits, okay? So what they tried to do was they tried to do this to me in order to sell me around as an NFT. What is an NFT? A stock. An NFT is a stock. An NFT is almost like a game stock or like an AI stock or a human stock. So what they tried to do is they tried to sell me around as a stock. Very important. And they wanted to take the energy and turn me into like a cartoon or like a stock. Give me a second. Okay. So if you guys want to, again, this is Deborah quotation Marie Rodriguez. Many people do call me Marie. Marie is a very popular name when it comes to me. Hello, I love you too. When it comes to me, this is the royal name. Back from the past, the royal name was actually Deborah Marie Rodriguez. They had the Marie for short. Very important. Marie is also a name that it means for a lot of people means. For me, I say it means bitter beach. Someone who has went through a lot and got through a lot in their life. Very special name. It also a lot of men are calling their girlfriends happy to have them a Marie. Someone who's flying around, probably giving them some nice sex or something like this, probably the escort. As you guys know, I'm going to go into my life and how there was a lot of things about my life that was hidden when it comes to my personal life. This was a side of my life that people did not see. This was a side of my life that was hidden. I am not two people. Thank you. I'm actually one person. If you guys are commenting on the page and I see your comments and I respond to you, that does not mean that you're my mother or that I just gave you my soul. I'm not an AI. Okay, there is a lot of nanotechnology. They did try to use nanotechnology in order to control and groom me to be kind of obedient to when it came to sex and sex trafficking and the sex trade, but that did not work. So I'm talking about today. I want to talk about. I don't want to go too much into my sex life, or what kind of happened to me, because it's really hard to explain how I was told around through nano technology and NASA. I was supposed to be they were supposed to be trusted to keep me safe. What happened was they were actually shifting me around to other people. The people would have sex. It was almost like they was having sex with me. I would wake up throwing up. I would wake up, my vagina would be burning. My vagina would be extremely red from the fingering of the abuse, and then all of a sudden it would shift and leave the next morning. They would fast forward me 6 months in the future to where it was gone, and then I'm seeing my life. I'm seeing me go through it, through almost looking in the eyes of me going through it, and I'm looking at other people, and I'm seeing that it's me. So it's almost like this is how they traffic me, through NASA and through the sex trade, through NSA, CIA, NASA, and they did this to me since a child. So since I was a child, I was a very smart. Hello, let me tell everyone hello, greetings. Oh yeah, greetings from Russia. Hello, thank you, one of a kind, and hello all of you. Again, if you have not liked and subscribed, like and subscribe the page. Go ahead and subscribe to my other page, Apostle Dr. Deborah Marie Rodriguez. That is the real Queen of Notre Dame. So the other page is the real Queen of Notre Dame. Queen of Notre Dame is this one, the real Queen of Notre Dame. I have two pages. So go ahead and subscribe. I look the same on both pages. My Instagram, I look the same on both pages. I do, if I take off my little wig, my hair, I do have a little red color copper hair, short hair. Sometimes you might see me with a little towel on my head. Sometimes you might see me with a scarf as well, a beanie or a scarf. So I have different styles, and because these people are selling me as an NFT, were selling me as an NFT as a stock. They been selling me a long time. Basically it's like a McDonald's franchise. My name is very you know it weighs a lot, the name, just the name and birth date, me as a whole. So they want me to look like a multiple. I have multiple fetishes, or hey, she's into God. They're all gay. She's gay. So this is me talking out and saying, hey, I want to be with one person. That's messing up their business, because everyone's saying that's Marie. Everyone's with Marie. Deborah, well, she could be she both. You get what I'm saying? They find out, yeah, I'm just one person. It's just one. The same way she can't be both. It's two. You find I'm just one. So they were fighting over my identity in CIA. They were fighting over my identity in CIA, and they find out that I'm just one person. So they're actually getting arrested for trafficking me around as a stock, as an NFT. Very important. So since I was a child, I was very, smart. I was, the announcements. Hello, it's Deborah Marie Rodriguez, and I'm here to say the announcements. One of my nicknames was Bora as a child, Bora Jean. So I did not know, I was going through a lot as a kid. The woman around me that I found out as an adult, maybe in my 30s, late 20s, that, she was not the biological mother. It was a very rare case that I had dominant genetic genes when it came to maternal and paternity. So I showed up as an independent, a guardian for myself, which was weird. Basically, like, imagine being your own mom and dad. So I showed up as that for myself. Meaning, like, there was no parent or guardian that could take rights over me. So that's a very rare case when it comes to me. This made me worth a lot more, being that there was no other DNA that could match me when it came to mother and father. But very important. So this became an argument. Where's the parents? Who's going to be the parents? Who's going to be the mom? You find out there's no parents. There's no parents. There's no one that can claim guardianship. So this made the saw go even more up. Okay. So as a child, I'm not really thinking like, hey, I'm going through sex trafficking. I'm seeing it happening through the other person, but I'm not saying that's me. Like, they're shifting me through NASA to this woman that I'm calling a mother figure. I'm seeing things happening to the little ones that I used to call it siblings in the house. I'm seeing weird things happening. So I'm not thinking they're using technology. You get what I'm saying? I'm not thinking that. I'm just going through like waking up at 5 a.m, And I'm knowing like different things are happening to me, because I'm seeing like, okay, I have this feeling that I'm being violated, but I'm not seeing me. I'm not seeing them, but I know that I'm being, I know that something is happening to me. So I start this investigation probably as maybe a 9-year old. The woman in the house is murdered. Uh, the household, same name, different birthday, is murdered. I start this investigation, and I realize that they've been watching me for a very long time. They've been watching the household for a very long time. I'm seeing dreams, and I'm a very special intuitive person, probably at the age of 2. So I'm already seeing kind of like the future as to like what's happening to me. So at 3 years old, I'm not saying like, oh, a mob is after me, FBI, police officers, you know. I'm not, seeing it. So 3 years old, I'm riding in a. I always had a gift and I don't have. There's a woman flying around here saying she's my mother, but she's a rapist. Okay, she's actually involved with killing the woman that was in the house, the whole crew. So I go in to investigate who kills the whole, who shuts off the whole household, that's not supposed to be alive. Very important. So I have a gift in to see CIA. You get what I'm saying? You find out I got the CIA seal and Secret Service. So I have a gift. So no one really knows I have the gift but the Secret Service. You get what I'm saying? They kind of know, yeah, she's the 2-3-year-old that we watch her because she talks. She got on a podcast. She talks, so she knows what's going to happen next. She's going to give us some type of sign as to what's going to happen next. She's going to give us some type of sign as to what's, she going to see something. So they're watching me. They're watching what I'm doing next. They're watching me. So all of a sudden, and today I'm a 32. Very important. You might see me at 33 in the timeline. But anyway, you might even see me at 31 in RMs. So depending on what year. So I start to have this gift. I have a gift for murder scene crimes. I actually have a certification. I'm a certified forensic detective, actually, certified forensic investigator. So this is a gift I always had. Deborah. This is something that I chose to get a cert. I didn't really need it. I already had they already have me in a CIA. I don't really need a badge. I don't have parents that are in the intelligence. They put me on it, simply because, simply because, you know, they started to use this seal, and I was supposed to be, helping them solve or find these, you know, find these crimes or murder crimes. So anyway, I get on this. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little bit distracted. So anyway, I find all of these, things out. I discover that. I discover that something is happening in the household. So at 3 years old, I get on. At 3 years old, I get on. I get into a call, and so I get into a call. The person's driving the call, and everything's fine. But all of a sudden, I sense that there's a kidnapper. There's a kidnapper dropping into the driver. There's a kidnapping dropping. There's a kidnapping. There's a kidnapper dropping into the driver. Very important. So I sense that there's a kidnapper dropping into the driver that's driving me. I start to scream, cry. I'm 3 years old at the time, and in the back seat, I began to try and open the door. So I began to try and get out. Like, imagine a grown adult being kidnapped on the freeway. A grown adult is in the back seat. They get into the back seat, and then they open the door, and they try to roll to protect themselves. Basically, whoever was this person that dropped into the driver was a kidnapper or some type of rapist. I knew whoever he was. I knew he was not supposed to be driving the car. I knew this person was somebody that was very bad, and I knew he was not supposed to be driving the car. So at 3 years old, they would take, not it was about 3 or 4 years old. They would take me to the museum, about 3, the health museum. I would I would watch the crime scenes. So I would watch all of the crime scenes. This is me, Deborah. That's funny, huh? I would watch all of the crime scenes. It's very important that I'm repeating my name, because when a lot of people, they might say Marie. Like, there's different people that have a whole name for me, but for me, I literally, this is the name I was called. They called me Deborah as a child. They called me Deborah. They called me Bora. Very important. They was not calling me. If they was calling me Marie or Maria, it was because they was trying to hide. Somebody was hiding. They were hiding me. They changed the name. It was always the case where they changed the name. They always had something to where they was changing the name in order to hide me. Very important. So I was looking at crime scene investigations. I would go to uh, the what is it, the museum, and I would solve the crimes. Who was um, I would see who was guilty, who did the crime. I would be able to pick it up as a 3-year old. So I've always been this way as a 3-year old. So I would spend minutes just sitting at the crime, just sitting there. And they was and the little person that would take us to the museum, she would say, "You want to move to the next one?" I would say no. I would just sit there and I would solve the case. I was always solving the case. So, and I'll probably do a podcast on. I am going to do a podcast on murder crimes and how I investigate murder crimes and sketch them. So anyway, we was in the car, and somebody drops into the guy. They drop into the guy, and I'm highly uncomfortable. I'm highly uncomfortable. I start to I'm screaming. I'm like, get me out, let me out, let me out. I'm screaming, let me out. And so they put me, the person I went to, this was after the museum. This was after the museum. This was after one of the museums we went to. I was about 3 years old. This was after the museum. I she put me in the car. This was not the mother figure. This was a family member of they called her a cousin figure of mine. None of them were cousins though. None of them are the biological cousins of mine. But she puts me in the car, and I see them both in a dream. Before I meet him, the guy, I see them in a dream before I meet him. So I'm not, when I see him in a dream, I'm kind of uncomfortable. Like, I seen you in a dream with I seen you both in a dream. And aren't y'all supposed to be like relatives? Why am I seeing y'all in a dream kind of talking to each other? So the kidnappers would drop into the people in the house. And I would say, they called the guy. They said, yeah, this is, whatever. I'm not going to go much into it. But anyway, the kidnapper dropped it. He had a black BMW. Now, he did not take me, he did not drive, he didn't take me, he wasn't taking me home in a black BMW that day. He had like a little red truck or something. It was something that day. No, was it a red? It was some car. It was a car because I was in the back seat. It was a car. So she takes me from one car, she puts me in the back seat, and everything's fine. They put the little seatbelt on. He's supposed to be bonding with me because he's supposed to be the uncle. Okay, this is the side of the family from, supposed to be from California. So I don't know anybody from California. I ain't met nobody. So he's supposed to be in town. He's supposed to be, yeah, we're gonna go. We're going to the children's museum. You could take her home. So the kidnappers were posing as mothers and father, but they was hiding in two people. The two people that they was cousins. The two, but the kidnappers was dropping into them, like looking like, yeah, we're basically like I was the kid. You get what I'm saying? So like looking like I was the kid and I was not the kid. So they take me from one car, they put me in the other car, and I'm, we riding around, all of a sudden we get on the freeway, and I'm like, I don't know who dropped into him. I started screaming. I started yelling, get me out of here. There was someone that I was not supposed to be driving me, and I was trying to I literally unbuckled the seatbelt. Let me out now. Like, it almost like if you don't let me out, as if how people in the FBI jump and roll out the planes and shit. Excuse me. That was the move, because I didn't know where he, at this point, somebody had took over the driver. I don't know where he was taking me. Imagine getting in the Uber, and the Uber is supposed to take you home, and they're going another way, and it was a kidnapper drop into the driver. So this was the first time I got in the person's call. So they told me, yeah, this is the you know, this is he's taking you home. I just seen him in a dream way before I met him, but I didn't know him just like that. You get what I'm saying? I had to, but I after that it was another situation, where I would go to the little museum and different things again. But this time it was very significant because I said, "Who is this?" Who is it? So all of a sudden I'm screaming, screaming, screaming. I'm trying to open the door. A police officer shows up. So I'm trying to scream. The police officer shows up. No, this is me, Deborah. Somebody talking about Marie. This is the same Marie, is the same Deborah that was kidnapped. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not, whoever the dude was, I was not comfortable with the dude. I was not comfortable with the guy that dropped into, the guy that was driving. I was not comfortable with him. Very important. I'm still not comfortable with the dude. When he shows up, I have the same reaction as an adult to the same guy. This happened recently. So I'm screaming. A police officer, so I don't know where the police officer came from. He shows up. He's talking to the whatever. I don't even think he called him. It was almost like he knew the police officer. The police officer just showed up. Like the two police officers, police officer that was the one that kidnapped me. So he shows up, and they're like, yeah, everything's fine. Do. So all of a sudden, the drive goes smoothly after that. So I find out they shifting me around through NASA. Got me preserved, flying me to different families. So this happens to me as an adult. Me and the guy I'm dating, very traumatizing situation. Whoever the kidnapper is starts to follow me. The kidnapper starts to follow me through childhood. So the kidnapper starts to follow me, and the kidnapper starts to beat on me. The guy starts to follow me. The guy starts to follow me as a kid. The guy starts to find me he starts to find me as an adult, and he starts to beat on me. The guy, very important. He starts to beat on me as a teenager. He starts to drop. But what he would do is he would drop into the people. So he would drop. Let's say I'm sitting here. Let's say this guy just walked by. Don't know this guy. Let's say this guy just walked by. All of a sudden, the trafficker is sitting here watching me on camera. The trafficker would shift to this guy. Hello. All of a sudden, he'll sit there. Same energy I could feel when all of a sudden he hit me. I can feel when it's a random guy hit me versus when it's that same dude